Hi, my name is Miss Berman, and Miss Sornberger and I are really excited to share the summer project with you today. The project is going to help us get to know a little bit about you, and we wanted to share some things that we think might help you get it completed. So the first thing we wanted to point out was the description. There are 5 sections to the project. We also want to point out that there is a rubric. We have the top score is 4. The big idea that we want today that you understand is that you're going to be creating original data representations. And these are all going to be evidence for helping us get to know you. So why don't we look through a couple of examples to better see the picture. I also just want to point out that on this document, you'll also have a blank template that looks like this. So later when you need to complete it, you can do this by filling out your own. So today I'm going to go through my example. So going through some good things and some things that might need to change about my example. So some of the things that I've included are pictures and some charts. When I was talking with Ms. Sornberger, she showed me that there was some things I could improve about my data representations. She also pointed out that like in my data representation that I could have a title here. So instead of just having this data table, including a title would help me out. And then in slides where I don't really have any data, that I might want to consider adding some data to those slides. So when I was thinking that I was already done, because I'd taken so much time to really make the work be visual, I considered her comments, because when I look back on the rubric, I realized that in order to get a 2, I needed to have a data representation like a tally chart or a bar graph on every one of the 5 slides. And currently, when she had looked at my work, I only had them on 3, I believe. So it's really important to use the rubric as you continue on through your work. And actually, I want to go through the first steps of the project to help you understand how to get everything that we are expecting out of it, and hopefully for you an opportunity to get to see the great parts about you. So the first step that we're going to ask you to go through is to read this rubric and fill out this Google form that takes you through Ms. Sornberger's project here. When you click on this link, you'll get access to her work, and you'll get to use the rubric to see what you believe her score to be. Once you select her score, you're going to then explain why you believe it should receive the 4, 3, 2, or 1. So the first step is completing that Google survey. The second step involves the planning of the parts of the presentation that you think you want to include. Some ideas for the planning are located down below, some questions to prompt your thinking for each area, but this is not an exhaustive list. You can include anything underneath the prompt that you feel goes into that category. The third step, I think, is the most fun and the most challenging. And I took a picture of the third step and just posted it on my slides, just so you could get a sense for what that looks like. But the third step involves kind of brainstorming the type of data that you want to include and organizing it. So while I ended up with this graph here, it took the steps of organizing it and then using a spreadsheet in this instance to organize it into a graph. You don't need to use spreadsheets. While they are a useful tool, there's other ways of creating graphs, tally sheets, scatter plots, and we would love to see the way that you organize your personal data representation. So step 3 involves brainstorming how you want to collect the data or what type of data you want to include. Step 4 is then organizing that data into the different type of data representations using spreadsheets or graph paper. And then finally, step 5, publishing the work. We're really excited to get to meet you and to get to see your work. So hopefully this explains some of the questions you might have. We've also included some resources below, but a lot of times we find just Googling the question that we have, whether it's inputting information into slides or how to use different programs. That's our best resource when we're trying to find out information. And when all else fails, collaborate. Ask a friend, what do you think? So we look forward to meeting you, and thanks for watching this video explanation.